Fucking my forehead is like beaming fucking light off it. I need to get makeup. May as well start there, hey. What are we with Lucky Dip video from the Good Movie Monday podcast. Hello, everybody that's watching. Glenn here, Ben, Samantha. How are you, Sam?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for next week because you're going to be with us on the desk.
Yeah, I know. I feel
long
like
time coming. Like it's been too long since you've been here.
I know. Although it was, I don't even know. I've lost track of time. It's just gone so fast.
How about we just do what we do and get started with some lucky dipping?
It's not what you do, it's the way that you do it.
He's been singing a lot. He sang on Monday's show.
I did.
Oh,
That's
really?
what gets results.
How he keeps himself awake on these later videos.
Yeah.
It's 8:30, past Grandpa's bedtime.
You may as well get us started like you do most weeks.
Okay.
And then I've got a surprise for Ben.
Please be chocolate.
It's not Easter.
Please, can I have a new dress?
Oh, I watched this literally the other night. It's I Want You Back. It's on Prime. It's got Charlie Day and Jenny Slate.
I haven't heard of it, but I do want to. I want to congratulate you
this
on
one.
correct usage of literally, because I hate when people say literally over fucking shit that's not literal.
Yeah.
Literally,
Like I'm literally gonna die.
I literally hate
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Well, you do literally hate most things. So.
I'm old. Comes with the territory.
Right. Well, you may as well educate us. Tell us about this one because I've never heard of it.
I've seen the trailer. It looks really good.
Yeah. No, it's
It
really
looks like
funny actually.
It looks a bit like French Kiss.
Ooh, I'm
What's
into that.
French. Have you ever heard that with Kevin Kline and
Deborah Winger?
no,
No.
Meg Ryan?
Yes, Meg Ryan.
Is it the one where they team up to break up?
It's
their
got the park
respective-
bench on the
Oh.
cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
They team up to break up. Both their partners have split, and have they? I don't know if they're going out with each other or they're going out with other people. But
It was that wave of rom-coms after When Harry Met Sally where they were all very similar.
Yeah. No, that's very definitely like it's basically two people who have been dumped and they find each other they're in the same building at their workplace and they find each other like really sad. And then basically they become friends and they start off being more like buddies to like help each other through the breakup, but then they come up with this idea to try and separate their two exes with who they've now become in a relationship with. And and it's really good. I actually really enjoyed it, and it's kind of my age group, so it's nice to watch a rom-com that's
For you?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I love Charlie Day, obviously. I love Jenny Slate too. And they were really great. They had good chemistry, and that's something that is hard to find in romantic comedies, I think, is having two main people with actual like realistic.
What is it you're
chemistry.
saying about J-Lo and Owen Wilson? I thought they had dynamic chemistry.
I haven't seen that one.
They were more our age.
It's an American Notting Hill.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know, Charlie Day is an interesting one because like whenever I think of him, I know he's got a lot of titles to his name, and that I just think of that vacation scene with the rafting.
Yeah. I think that it's almost what this movie's based on. Because isn't that whole thing like his girlfriend breaks up with him, so he decides to kill himself or whatever it is while they're on the raft?
Well, yeah, he's usually the side character in these movies. Like, do you remember Going the Distance?
Yeah.
With Drew Barrymore and Justin Long.
Like, not the cake song.
He's going for speed. Yeah,
we were listening to that just before.
Oh, really?
He's all alone in his time of need.
Yeah, I remember that song. But yeah, he's usually that side character, but in this movie he's like the main character, but he does really well at it. So
cool. I just want Ben to sing for the rest of the show. This is great. I love it.
Horrifying. As my mother always told me, Ben, stop singing.
Oh, wow.
All right, surprise time for Ben. Put your hands into that, big boy.
Oh,
it's full.
I'm disappointed it's not chocolate, but there's a lot of stuff in there.
Well,
I know, it's up to about there.
Oh wow.
which usually it's
I
only
add
after-
them when I watch them, but yeah, I haven't got that many.
What have we got?
Hounds of Love.
Hounds of Love. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a new one. That's that I put in there.
Yeah,
That's
definitely is.
the Ben Young film. It's with Stephen Curry plays. I guess I want to call him a serial killer, but he's much more of an abductor and a rapist and torturer.
It's that whole
Snowtown kind of vibe going on.
I was going to say it's that couple in the UK that got caught too. They had the House of Horrors where
the West.
Yeah.
the West, where the wife would abduct
Lure them.
someone, usually the wife instigating
Fred
it.
and Mary West.
Then
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
would
that's
rape
it.
them, and she would egg him on during the rape and participate, but then she would get jealous of them and in a rage kill the women that
Yeah.
they'd been, and then they would start again.
But then they're addicted to that cycle.
Yeah.
It's funny. Only the other day I was thinking this will sound really bad, but I was thinking we haven't had a good Fred West movie.
We haven't had a good. I mean, I know that they did that The Room one, but that
Oh.
Yeah, like an abduction.
Hans Fritzl type.
Yeah.
Although I guess that Black Phone is kind of like that and fresh.
Yeah, but there's
To a degree.
super like supernatural elements to that. But
Yeah.
but Hounds of Love it's a really potent kind of film, and the thing that sticks out with me, as grotesque and horrific as the whole thing is, the opening sequence is done in like macro slow motion, like that really really well smooth
Yeah.
slow motion. That's the speed is reduced so much that it's almost incremental, but the camera just flows and it follows like drops of water and shit.
I was going to say, but when the actors walk towards the camera, they feel fierce.
And that opening shot with whatever song is playing underneath it is just one of those moments that grabs you, and you're in for a good time's not the right word either, but
Yeah.
but Stephen Curry,
You're
like
the wrong kind of person if you have a good time.
it's like when when Robin Williams did 1 Hour Photo, and when these comedic actors get really dark and serious.
Yeah.
To a lesser extent, Jim Carrey did that number 23 or whatever.
23.
Yeah.
And what's his name did that? The one where he's the serial killer in the other guy's head. Remember that one? Dane Cook, and the name is Mr. something or another, and I think
Mr. Brooks.
Oh.
No, is it Mr. Brooks?
That's one Kevin Costner.
He's Kevin
Yeah,
Costner.
yeah,
He's the
Yeah.
but
I do
he's in
remember
Kevin
that.
Costner's head.
That's right. It's like a precursor to Dexter.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there we go. Hounds of Love. I highly recommend it. Stephen Curry just chilling. I can't remember who the lead actress is. Two lead actresses.
I believe that
Emma Booth.
that Surf
Oh, no, I think this
High
is
or whatever
her.
it was on Channel
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Blue-
Channel 2.
Blue Water High.
This is how old this guy is. It still says Channel 2.
Channel
Did
2.
it come out in 2016? Do you know?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. I think it's Emma Booth and
Yeah, that's it. That's
Ashley
it.
Cumming.
And
Cummings?
Ben Young went on to make was it Extraction? Film for Netflix.
It always Ben Young
Ah.
always upset me because I went to a high school with a kid called Ben Young, and I was like, it's not that
Extinction.
Make films.
Ben Young is a super nice guy. He was on Guillermo's podcast or video cast for Screen Realm.
All right.
Oh.
They did a nice little half-hour interview.
Oh,
Love to get
awesome.
him on the show. He'd probably do it too. I've had a few chats with him. He's got something else in the pipeline now. I can't remember what it. Maybe a Stephen King movie. I can't remember. But
Ooh, that's
anyway,
cool.
oh my
I
turn.
love Stephen King movies.
Waiting on you.
I'm just rambling
Bella.
while I'm waiting for someone else to do some stuff. Okay, what's this one? Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like the era that this movie is.
Yeah.
It's like 1930s.
It's 30 sci-fi.
and
Yeah.
it's all done on screen. And the travesty of this film is, because I think it's really good. It's really original in many ways, but the director never got his.
I think it broke him. If you
laurels,
watch the
yeah.
making of and stuff,
It was pretty, it was divided, I thought, at the
he had a
time, wasn't it?
banger cast. I think. Well,
Mm.
you've got Angelina Jolie's in it. Jude Law is in it. You've
Kate
got is it
Blanchett?
Giovanni Ribisi.
Giovanni Ribisi is definitely
Yes.
in it. Kate
Kate
Blanchett, I think
Blanchett.
is she.
It was and it was
Yeah.
based
Is she
on
the love interest?
it was based on a short story he had made about Sky Captain, and someone at a studio saw that and said, "Come and do that for us." It was relatively low budget.
Yeah, for
Right.
what it was.
Yeah, for what it was, like just a few $1 million, maybe.
But it was one of the first ones that kind of utilized an entire set of green screen.
Yes,
Mm.
it's almost like green screen, like the way they've
Yeah.
done it. And glorious set
Oh no, it's
design.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow, that's right.
Michael
Ah.
Gambon, Bai Ling,
It's kind of got that post-war
Laurence
film,
Olivier's in it.
film noir kind of what do you call it? What are those female dancers at the wartime?
Can?
No, like the
No.
Fabulous Baker Boys.
Yeah.
Oh no, you mean the Andrews sisters? That kind of
For the Boys. What's that one with Bette Midler?
yeah, with the USO shows.
Yeah.
and
It's kind of got that flavor to it. What do they call those?
I thought they had a
stuff.
name.
They're for the boys.
They are. They were for the boys.
It's the US. They were the USO show.
Yeah, I know, but
That's
they
what
do have like there's a name for that.
Mm,
Is it?
Yep. But
I think
anyway,
so.
Sky Captain is fantastic, and
Yeah.
I mean,
feel like I
you'd
need to
think
watch it
he'd
again.
land himself a career in special effects or
Okay,
something, but he
maybe
kind of
is. Let's have a
nothing.
look. Let's have a look.
Um,
Let's have
Maybe it
do the
did break
research
him.
there.
he doesn't look very happy.
No.
His profile picture on IMDb he
So
does not look
he
happy.
directed something called Gumdrop in 2012, which was the last thing.
6
he did.
minutes long.
Yep.
Yeah.
A robot's life story emerges during a casting session.
Yeah, he did not get the
I think
accolades that he deserved.
it broke
Yeah.
him, Sky Captain, and it wasn't the box office smash that it probably needed to be to get
No.
past it.
I think people at that time, though, people were still kind of weirded out by a lot of special effects. Like it was still that kind of uncanny valley kind of feel.
You're probably
like
right. Yeah.
It felt like a comic book made into a movie.
There was a
rather
massive
than-
resentment too at the time for not so much green screen but CGI.
Yeah.
Because remember Final Fantasy had come out, that first movie, Spirits Within, and everyone was terrified that that's the end of the actor.
I remember
Oh,
that-
yeah.
I remember on the movie show they were talking
Yeah.
about it, and David Stratton was like, "It's pretty good," and
Mm.
Margaret Stratton was like, "This is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is gonna the human actor is no longer going to be valued or worth anything," and that she was horrified.
And of
by
course, that was never
Every
going to
time.
happen. And if anything, that kind of motion capture animation has given more actors jobs.
it. Well, I was going to say, but then deep fakes came out, and
Yeah.
everything
It's
changed.
terrifying.
Do you want to do the habitual cap us
Yeah.
off with an encore?
The last dab, as they would
The
say
last
in,
dab.
I'm not going to dab.
in Hot Ones.
No, that's not a dab.
It is if you've just had a needle.
Oh, I don't know
That's
if I
not
want to
fake.
talk about this one.
Well, then don't. You could put it back.
Meet Joe Black.
I
Oh,
don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
Claire Forlani from Press Gang though,
I
and Anthony
watched it.
Hopkins.
I watched it for the first time not that long ago, actually.
I think you've talked
And-
about this on the show.
The thing is, yeah, well, I've only watched it recently. The thing that I
Ah.
find so weird about it is that the Brad Pitt character is so
Horrible.
inhumane
Yeah.
that it's hard to see why Claire Forlani's fallen
Yeah, I
in love with
know.
him, other than the fact that he looks like Brad
The
Pitt.
she fell in love with that first interaction when it wasn't,
When
when-
it was the actual guy, yeah.
and then she just was confused the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Was,
I
was
think.
there a big director attached to that? I can't remember. Was it Martin Brest or someone like that? Who
I'll
directed this
just
one?
have to check.
To the Google box. Her background's much lighter than normal.
Yeah. Got the
Yeah, I've
lights
got-
going at Thursday.
I've got 2 lights on this time.
Giving your secrets away.
Sorry. Martin Brest.
Marty Brest.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yes. Who had previously? Did he do Beverly Hills Cop?
Yes, Midnight Run.
Yes. There we
Yes.
go.
Scent of a Woman.
Yes.
Hoo-ha.
Which I just bought. That's got it there. I picked it up for free recently.
For free.
What a great movie.
Yes.
Gabriel Anwar from Press Gang is in that.
When
Bring it
did
all back
that
to Press
come
Gang.
out? So he did Meet Joe Black in 98. Beverly Hills Cop was 84.
Mhm.
Midnight Run was 88, and then Scent of a Woman was 92.
Had a good
So
run.
but before Meet Joe Black, do you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
of all those.
Meet Joe
films
Black was
came-
the end of it for him.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like it's weird that Meet Joe Black was so strange, but I don't know.
Yeah, I never liked it. I
Mm.
not revisited since
I always
it
think it's like
came out.
it's like the inverse of Here Comes Mr. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
I
suppose.
haven't heard that one.
Haven't seen any of those? Or Heaven Can Wait?
No.
Got that in the
Heaven
same
Can Wait.
pile.
I've
as
heard of that
freaking
one.
Scent of a Woman. What are the odds?
That's Here Comes Mr. Jordan's the original with Don Amici, and then Heaven Can Wait with
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty and Brown.
But that's
What's her name?
fucking weird because the same pile I
Julie
got for
Brown?
free
Yeah.
had both of those movies in it. So go figure.
What's her name in
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Warren Beatty's like on again, off again wife from.
Oh, I think it was Faye Dunaway.
She's in the Far From the Madding Crowd, and she's in what's that? That Western with Warren Beatty as well.
She knows when the Japanese come in.
What's that Warren Beatty Western? That's directed by the guy who directed MASH, Robert Altman.
Nashville, no.
No, it's a Western.
Yeah, no.
She's in that, and she's in that movie with Donald Sutherland where they think they were actually having sex. That weird horror movie, Don't Look Now.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is Faye Dunaway, but
For fuck's sake!
I know the video should have ended already. So we'll just, if anyone is still watching, then that's dedication.
Have you guys watched any movies?
They just want to see if Ben's okay. That's the thing.
I'm
isn't
having
it?
a stroke.
Yeah.
Julie Christie.
Julie
Christie.
Well, of course it was. I knew that all along.
I'm
Spent. You're
The
spent.
old man's out.
All right, we're out next week, Sam.
Yep, I'll be
You'll be here in
there.
person. You'll be
Yep,
right there. God help you.
Be a Sam sandwich.
bright-eyed and
Sam sandwich.
hilarious.
She's not coming now. I'm just out. Someone's going to come down with a bad case of the old COVID before next week's show. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Can't come.
I will have cut it somewhere there.
So, yeah.
Like I will have found a nice cut, preferably before I said what I said and regret it instantly.
You have too much power.
Or cut it there.
Power of the edit.